right, great. So Jenny, thank you again for your time today. And I wonder if you could talk a little bit about what your aspirations are for this new gift that you've made to establish a breast cancer research institute in your name here at the university.
Well, first of all, I want to thank both of you for doing this. And my aspirations are that through research here at the University of Arizona, that other people will not have to go through what I did as a young girl, teenager. And I just hope that there's the research, again, that will eradicate breast cancer. There's so many different forms of breast cancer, but I hope it's going to happen here at the University of Arizona. I've been very fortunate in that the team that is surrounding me now was so gung-ho about me doing this, and it made it all possible for me to do it too.
So for people who don't know, could you talk a little bit more about your experience as a teenager and what's made you passionate about supporting breast cancer research?
Well, I was 15 years old when I had breast cancer in 1956, April 12th, 1956. Wasn't even heard of. I mean, I didn't know what cancer was even at that time. And I'm going to be 80 this year, so it's been almost 65 years, April 12th next year. And it was probably the hardest thing I've ever been through. But I have persevered, and I have hope. And I never had people to talk to. You went to high school, and I was from a very small town in California, in the San Joaquin Valley, called Fowler, California. And you went to school, you went back to school after this terrible, terrible surgery. Because at that time, they not only removed your breast, they removed the muscle, and which was called a radical mastectomy. But I persevered, and here I am today doing something that's I feel is going to help people, both men and women.
Could you talk a little bit, sorry, now I'm just kind of inspired to ask a couple of other questions. So
Okay, that's okay.
Can you talk a little bit about kind of your own life path? And like, that's just like it sounds like an incredible trauma to have gone through as a teenager, especially at a time when there wasn't a lot of people to talk to. But obviously you're an incredibly successful woman, and I wonder if you could kind of draw the professional path to Tucson and how you became interested in supporting the university, and why this place for this research.
Why not this place for research? I've lived here almost 47 years, and the U of A has given me so much that I feel that this is where I wanted to have this Breast Cancer Institute in my name. And the U of A is just a part of my life. I don't know what else to tell you, but...
You've also been a generous supporter of athletics too, but health sciences, kind of the dual path, is that right?
Yes, that was always, even though I did the Ginny L. Clements Academic Center, the athletic department, this has always been something in the back of my mind that I wanted to do at the university. I started a Ginny L. Clements Breast Cancer Research Fund in 2006, I think it was. And we got it started in 2007. And I believe that we've raised over $2 million for research at the University of Arizona. Now, this is going to be absolutely a different turn because it's going to be a research institute. So this is exciting for me. It's exciting for the university, and I'm very proud to be a part of it.
That's wonderful. Do you have any additional questions you would ask?
It's one of the questions that I tend to ask is just if you can just talk a little bit about what the University of Arizona means to you. And I realize you hinted at that a little bit before, but, it's a part of all of our lives. I'd just be curious to hear your thoughts.
What it means to me is people that I've met, I think, through the years, starting with my late husband, Bill Clements, who was on the foundation board, very involved in athletics here at the university. And then, to be honest with you, I got a call from a friend of mine who asked me to be on the foundation board. I thought he was calling me for he and his wife to come up and visit me in Idaho, where I have a home. And he wanted me to be on the foundation board. And I think that's just, it has really opened my heart, the people I've met. And I'm so blessed that I'm able to have the means to be able to help. And as my late husband has told us in our family, as long as we have enough to live on the way we want to live, we have to help others that maybe aren't as fortunate as we have been. And also, I just will tell you that I'm a very faithful, God-fearing person, and God got me through all the things that I've been through. So I'm very thankful and give him all the honor and glory.
Is there anything we haven't touched on or talked about that you think is an important message to share?
I don't think so. I'm very happily married to this man here. I'll tell you, I got blessed twice. So, no, I don't. I'm just happy that I'm able to do this for the university. And just like I said out in the interview out there, or speech that I gave out there, the people that were out there today really stood behind me and when I wrote my story, I wrote a story to Dr. Robbins and John Paul Rosnick, and they took me to dinner, and I just told them what I felt, and this really did mean the world to me to be able to have this institute, and would they support me on it? And they said absolutely. So I'm very pleased about that.
That's great.